Welcome back to another episode of Cup of Joe Crypto, where I bring you the latest news in Bitcoin, blockchain, and all cryptocurrencies. Guys, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me start to grow this channel a little bit. Tell your friends and family. If they're not interested in Bitcoin, have them watch a couple of my videos and show them the potential of how Bitcoin/blockchain can change their lives. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say is financial advice. Do your own research. Jumping into the market, we have a market cap of 222 billion. We have BTC dominance sitting around 66.7% and Bitcoin up 3.37% in a nice little green day for Bitcoin, bringing it to $8,260. Ethereum with a 4% jump, bringing it up to 181. XRP had a nice little 7% jump, bringing it up to 27 cents. Bitcoin Cash up 4%. EOS has a nice 8% gain, bringing it up to 318. Stellar rounding off the top 10, $4.17. And Tron jumping over Cardano with a 9% gain, and Tron bringing up to 0.016 cents. Cardano now over the 4-cent hump. With a lot of these red days or sideways days, it's always good to see a green day. I know some of you guys, and at one point it was me as well, checking our portfolios almost every single day, hoping to see that green candle just continue to rise. So not a huge day, but any green day is a good day in the crypto space. And we'll get right into the first story. Apple CEO slams Facebook's cryptocurrency by Jamie McCain. Apple CEO Tim Cook has condemned Facebook's cryptocurrency in an interview with French publication Les Echos. When asked whether Apple would be launching its own currency, Cook stated that the company would not launch a similar product to Libra, as he believes currency should remain in the hands of countries, not companies. Of course, because all the money from the countries can be printed and handed in to Mr. Tim Cook. He goes on to say, no, I really think that a currency should stay in the hands of countries. I'm not comfortable with the idea of a private group setting up a competing currency, Cook said. A private company shouldn't be looking to gain power this way. Facebook's Libra cryptocurrency has attracted criticism from a number of prominent companies and regulators, with PayPal going as far as to withdraw its support for the digital currency. In a statement, The Verge, PayPal said that it was withdrawing from the Libra Association, stating that it would prefer to focus on its existing business priorities. And I quote what they say, "We remain supportive of Libra's aspirations and look forward to continued dialogue on ways to work together in the future," the payment company stated. The support for Libra from other payment providers is also wavering, with Stripe, MasterCard, and Visa showing hesitance around signing up the cryptocurrency's organizing charter. No surprise here, in my opinion, that he chooses not to support it. He rather the countries continue to print money and buy Apple products. This is a pretty cool article. Again, I am a huge Cardano fan, so I will always try to share some news that involves Charles Hoskinson. From Cardano to Ethereum, 2020 could be deciding year for proof of stake by Christine Kim. It says 2020 will be the year proof of stake blockchains finally break out. Maybe. Two of the industry's most hotly anticipated POS networks are scheduled to relaunch in Q1, namely Ethereum and Cardano. The second largest blockchain platform in the world by market capitalization, Ethereum has been looking to shift to POS since 2014. Co-founder Vitalik Buterin sees POS as key to Ethereum reaching maturity. Just for some of you guys, POS does not mean what a lot of you think POS means. It means proof of stake, just to clarify. Ethereum 1.0 is a couple of people's scrappy attempt to build the world computer. Ethereum 2.0 with POS will actually be the world computer, he has said. Conceptually, POS has been around since 2012, but its applications thus far on blockchain platforms such as EOS, Tezos, and Cosmos, and others haven't been proven to outperform proof-of-work platforms in usage or market value, Bitcoin or Ethereum, for instance. With POS, validators must own currency. They are verifying forgers always own the coins being minted. There is no mining, meaning no heinous use of electricity to solve math problems. Supporters argue that proof of stake will be magnitudes more scalable, sustainable, and secure than traditional POW blockchain systems. But the jury is still out on its comparative strengths and whether governance can be made to work. Cardano, rather than launching a new POS system, is looking to upgrade its own pre-existing POS platform as a public network. The 12th largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, Cardano is currently governed by a federated system of transaction validators made up of 3 organizations: the Cardano Foundation, Input Output Hong Kong, and Emergo, a structure that drew criticism for being over-concentrated. The public network will have 100 times more people running its software than Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any other POW system, said Charles Hoskinson, CEO, IOHK, the company behind Cardano, in an interview. And I quote, "This marks the starting point for handling the Cardano protocol completely to the community," Hoskinson said of next year's network upgrade dubbed Shelley. Tim Ogilvie, founder and CEO of multi-blockchain staking services Staked, argues that 2019 has already been a big year for proof of stake. You've had millions of dollars of proof of stake assets running without a hitch and not spending billions on electricity costs, he told CoinDesk. Now you're going to see big projects like Cardano and Ethereum taking these results even further. We're definitely excited. Ogilvy added, "There's probably 5 or 6 that we will call large market-sized proof-of-stake coins, and Cardano is one of them. It's why we got into this business. All these big, exciting projects are either moving to POS like Ethereum or launching with POS like Cardano." Cardano is a test case. Cardano is a running test case of the viability of POS systems for a global audience. Hoskinson himself, one of the initial co-founders of Ethereum, said the past 2 years of research and engineering have all been leading to this point. Rather than relying on external computational costs and energy to power the network, as with POW, POS systems rely on internal incentive mechanisms to encourage user participation. Coordinating the right amount of network rewards versus penalties to keep a POS blockchain running smoothly and securely has taken years of academic research to get right, Hoskinson says. Speaking to Cardano's long roadmap, Kathleen Breitman, co-creator of public POS blockchain Tezos, said, and I quote, "I can tell you for a fact it's extremely unromantic and extremely unpleasant to watch a proof-of-stake network evolve. It's an extraordinarily hard task to switch to a POS network or to launch a POS network. The reason why is because there's so much more coordination costs, more than anything else. It's not a trivial task," end quote. Soon after the Shelley upgrade, Cardano plans to add smart contract functionality, enabling decentralized applications. Following that, it hopes to increase scalability, enabling upwards of 10,000 transactions per second. Ethereum, in contrast, presently processes about 15 transactions per second. Full development of the Cardano platform from Shelley to Basho in an additional phase dubbed Voltaire, which is dedicated to an on-chain governance and is expected to be completed by the end of 2020. So what are the challenges? Cardano raised $63 million in an ICO in early 2017. Then in 2018, Hoskinson told CoinDesk IOHK had earned 9 figures in revenue, acquiring new corporate and governmental partnerships for the Cardano blockchain. The most recent corporate partnership with the sneaker manufacturer New Balance was announced last month during the annual Cardano Summit. Hoskinson is constantly on the move. Flights between locations and projects, Hoskinson says he travels between 200 to 250 days a year. As well as Goguen, Shelley, and Basho, his company IOHK is also developing an enterprise blockchain, Adala. Hoskinson is more focused on the developing world than most crypto executives, piloting projects in Mongolia, Rwanda, Ethiopia, and elsewhere. Hoskinson has grown his team of 2 in 2015 to now 200 contractors and employees worldwide. Hoskinson is confident IOHK has amassed the technical know-how to bring the full Cardano project to full fruition. Bob Summerwell, executive director of Ethereum Classic Cooperative, called it a world-class development team with a strong focus on academic peer review. Through Buterin and Hoskinson spar over particulars of their POS projects, Summerwell told CoinDesk personal rivalries distract from fundamental similarities between Cardano and Ethereum, which he described as sibling projects with a lot of common genetics. As well as technical challenges, Hoskinson will have to stay in good stead with his project partners, something he has not always been good at. Hoskinson was an original member of the Ethereum founding team until June 2014, but was asked to leave the project. Hoskinson wanted a corporate structure for Ethereum, while Buterin favored a foundation. Hoskinson also fell out with the Cardano Foundation, which was set up as part of the initial 5-year contract to build the blockchain, signed with a group of Japanese businessmen in 2015. The independent nonprofit was set to manage community growth until 2018, but saw a power struggle between Hoskinson, the foundation, leading the nonprofit to adopt leadership from Hoskinson's pool of business partners. If Hoskinson succeeds, he will need to keep everyone happy, and probably for a significant amount of time. Pulling off such a complicated set of projects, making proof of stake work, and solving the governance challenges will probably take years. 2020 will just be the start. As Hoskinson himself says, and I quote, "It's still very early days," end quote, guys. Exciting news for Cardano. I know there is a huge Cardano following, as so many people believe in this man right here. His knowledge of the space and his background tells you all you need to know about this man. This man is one of the faces behind the cryptocurrency space, and I truly am a believer in him and what he says. If he says he's going to do something, I know that whether he does or not, he is going to do everything in his absolute power to make it happen. The guy is an absolute genius, and I look forward to seeing the proof of stake for Cardano come to fruition. And as so many of us have understood, have dreamed of this number, I know this number means so many for us crypto holders of Bitcoin especially, is 1 million Bitcoin, a $1 million Bitcoin in 2020 crazy, plus Morningstar's blockchain play. Morningstar made its name rating mutual funds from the likes of Fidelity and Putnam. Now it's primed to make a big impact in blockchain by becoming the largest credit ratings agency with a number of custom crypto services. It's working on 2 efforts designed to change the debt securities at a 117 trillion industry are rated. The first will put Morningstar's system for rating bonds directly on the Ethereum blockchain, so a bond rating could be used as a term in a smart contract. And the second will put the company's internal ratings model on a blockchain so that an investor could use it to test the quality of an investment on their own. Crypto markets. After its major sell-off, Bitcoin inched slowly back to life, climbing 8% in 24 hours at the beginning of the week. And though an altcoin resurgence would pose no real threat to Bitcoin, Ether overtook the most popular cryptocurrency last week in total daily USD denominated transaction fees, and miners of Ether collected more fees than Bitcoin miners this past week. So what caused the spike in transaction fees? It appears the blame can be placed on a gambling game called Fairwind. According to the crypto market analytics firm Glassnode, Fairwind has recently been consuming up to half of the gas spent on the Ethereum network at any given time. And so, $1 million per BTC by 2020, As we talked about recently, John McAfee made this prediction. So this goes on the state interview. Software pioneer John McAfee explained why he's sticking with this 2017 prediction that Bitcoin will reach a price of $1 million next year, which would represent a 12,193% gain from current levels. I'm just a very conservative man, McAfee. I said 1 million, and I'm sticking to it. So, guys, as we talk, I won't go too much in depth because if you follow back to my more recent articles, you'll see the article that I talked about John McAfee and his predictions. The man is a little bit crazy, but at the same time is a super intelligent man and has made himself a lot of money because of his intelligence and his knowledge of the internet and what its capacity is. Again, there's I showed you both sides today in these stories. There's the people who always will be against cryptocurrencies, and there's the people that will always be developing and try to bring this space to its fullest potential. And then there's people like John McAfee who make these predictions because he believes in Bitcoin as well. Guys, once again, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Tell your friends and family members, and I can't wait to see you to the next video. See ya!